What would happen if an eagle's egg accidentally fell into a chicken coop? What would happen is that the chicken would incubate that egg along with the other eggs she's hatching in the coop. At some point, the chicks would be born, and among them, a little eagle would emerge. The chicken would take care of that eagle as if it were her own, truly believing T. She would teach it how to scratch the ground, how to eat worms, how to eat bugs, and how to eat leftovers. She would teach everything. Now this eagle, which was born in the chicken coop, doesn't know she's different. The chicken coop has no mirrors. So, she would grow up thinking she's just like the other chicks and would follow the routine of a chicken. She would scratch the ground, stay confined to the coop, and never fly. She would certainly think she's a chicken rather than egg. Now, the question I want to ask you is she a chicken or is she an eagle? She is an eagle. The big issue here is that she doesn't know she's an eagle. And on top of that, she's adopted the habits of a chicken. She's protected by the system of the chicken coop because, after all, those inside the coop have guaranteed food. They don't face risks. They don't need to hunt. Their survival within the coop is ensured, even though, in the end, they may end up in the pot. This eagle, at some point in her life, will probably look up at the sky and see an eagle flying. It's possible that deep down inside, she'll feel a pull. She might recognize that something is wrong within her because, in fact, she is an eagle, not a chicken. This story speaks a lot about our identity. Who we are doesn't depend on the system. Who we are doesn't depend on what we have. Even though society may value you more today because of everything you've achieved, it's important to remember that when you were riding that crowded bus or train, you were already an eagle. Your identity, your value, has always been the same. It hasn't changed at all. The question is, what do you want to be? Do you want to be an eagle or do you want to be a chicken? Self-esteem is crucial if you want to stand out. It's fundamental if you don't want to be just another face in the crowd. Our way of being influences our financial results. What we accomplish is the consequence of the values we carry inside us. What are your references? Are they on the floor of the chicken coop, or are they up high flying? Time only moves forward. The clock only moves forward. The time that's past is gone. That's why we can't waste time. We have to use our time creatively. Time never comes back. What are you going to invest your most precious resource in? Your time. Right now, many people would pay billions, maybe trillions, just to have one more second. And you know what? We all have more than just 1 second. We have years ahead of us. Life is one, and time doesn't go backward. It's extremely valuable. Why? Because imagine the richest man in the world has terminal cancer. How much money do you think you would pay for 5 more years of life? All the money in the world. But guess what? All the money in the world can't buy even one more day. So why do we sell our time? We give it away for free to people, to things, to situations that don't deserve a second of our time. Will I really watch that movie? Seriously? Am I really going to watch 7 seasons of that series? Is this show going to make me a better person? Really? That show is not going to make you a better person. It's not going to help you build character or become a better spouse or friend. Imagine a series that's 50 minutes long. Some have 14 episodes per season, and there are shows with 8 seasons. Do the math. You've just wasted 3 months of your life without sleeping. And later, when the end comes, you'll think, I wish I had 1 more week. But you didn't have it. You just threw it away. Remember, today is your 0 minute in the new life. Time doesn't go backward, but we can choose to live forward, making decisions that impact our future. There was once a writer who lived by the sea. He had a habit of walking along the beach in the mornings, and in the afternoons and evenings he would write. One morning, while walking along the beach, he saw a young man dancing in the sand. This intrigued the writer, and he walked closer. When he got closer, He realized the young man wasn't dancing. He was throwing things into the ocean. The writer asked, "What are you doing?" The young man replied, "The tide is low, the sun is hot, and these starfish are drying out in the sand. I'm throwing them back into the ocean." The writer said, "Don't you realize there are hundreds of kilometers of beach and hundreds of thousands of starfish on the sand? Throwing just one or two back into the ocean won't make a difference." The young man picked up another starfish, threw it back into the ocean, looked at the writer and said, "It made a difference to that one. I'll tell you something. Everything is worth it when your soul is not small."